have a few words I need to say to you. Lisa Brown! Shut up! First I'd like to say that you're crying every day has me feeling some sort of way. You're begging, you're crying, you're all together lying, playing in trauma, dumping your drama. Daddy said no, pay your money or I'm a dickhead. You're a predator, pretender, a crackhead who needs to surrender, a bully, a tyrant, a screaming and crying infant. Incapable, your fate is inescapable. Big Billy Badass, come get you some. How about that? You're a bully, you're riding checks, your ass can't cash. Shut up! Shut up! Yeah, shut up! Lisa! Head, you bully badass, come get you some. How about that? You bully, you rat, you're writing checks, your ass can't cash. Shut up! Shut up, shut up! Lisa! Shut up!
Hello, YouTube. How is everybody? Hang on a second. Hang on. Hello, can you hear me? I am so not ready for the show. Can you hear me, or did I mute the wrong mic? Mic is muted. Hello? Hang on, my daughter just came into the room. I don't know. Can you not hear me? Testing. There you are. Okay, here I am. Hang on. Say hi, Cassandra.
Hi.
That's my daughter. She just walked into my room, so hang on a second. Okay, so I think I accidentally hit the mute button on my phone. I'm sorry, because I still don't have my microphone fixed yet, so I'm using my phone as a microphone. Okay, so all of the distractions are gone. Thank you, Chanel Gucci. I love seeing all of you guys so much. You guys, I sound like Lisa, you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to try to talk about it because I literally don't. Did did everybody get a chance to watch Lisa this today? I mean, she was only live on the one, was a couple times, I think, right? So that's what I wanted to talk about. But if you didn't have it, I can try to. Okay, let me see if I can be good at this. Hang on, hang on. I am trying to do the like share my screen thing. I got to find the videos. Hang on. Because we could, maybe I could do that if I could figure out how to do it. Right? Right. I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm going to try to find. Okay, here's Kai right here. Oh, shoot. She did go live, you guys. I didn't see it because I haven't been here. Hang on, hang on. Okay. So I'm going to try to put this up and we'll do it this way. The last time I tried this, it took out my whole sound. Oh goodness, she's been okay. So we got a few to watch, and let's see if I can, if you guys can hear it and see it. Okay, let me change to. Bear with me, y'all. Present. Let's see. Share screen. Um, Sharing the screen is easiest with two monitors. Well, I'm a broke bitch, so I have one monitor. So that's why we will not be doing that. Um, Sharing screen. Okay, yeah, but I don't have two. So that's just not going to work. I don't believe I have anything on my screen that, um, this one, the window. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying. Let me see if I can do it this way. I'm so sorry, you guys. I know this is not, this is, I'm going to stop apologizing because it's just, life happens, right? Life happens and we move forward. Okay, so let me go to style. Yo, how do I do this? Okay, I'm trying, I'm trying. I got it to, oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, I think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it. Now, if we can just hear it. Thank you. Okay, I guess that's not going to work. You guys said it's a bad echo, so we're going to stop doing that. I apologize about that. Can you hear me now? I think we're just going to talk about things. Now it's no sound. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So we're not gonna do that because the last time again that I tried to share my screen, I guess that's why they say it's better with two monitors, and I don't have two monitors. So yeah, so we're just gonna talk about it. I missed it, y'all. Maybe I feel like I'm just like I'm so I'm so underprepared. I don't feel good doing this, but I didn't want to leave you all hanging either. Okay, so I'm gonna look in the chat. I did not obviously I missed two of her last live, so I don't really know what is up, but I do know that a few things, and I'm just gonna say what I came here to say, and then because I'm completely unprepared. Lisa, now, as far as when I was watching her earlier, I don't know any updates recently because as you can see, okay, I did not have time to do all that. So Lisa is trying to walk back her original reason of why she said that she put up her supporters, their names and the amounts and the dates that they donated, right? And I played this on my show not yesterday, but the day before. And she said, no, it's not because they weren't donating. Some of them have just donated. Remember? And I asked everybody to pay attention to that one spot there because she was going to come back and try to walk that back. Well, she's doing the same thing today, and she's saying that now she's did that because all of those people that she showed were saying horrible things about incest and R-ing her children and stuff. So that Nicole, let's say it was Nicole and Jenny Penny and all of those people she's saying were saying like horrible things about her son or about her children. She didn't say her son. Um, and I find that you know why she's doing it. She's doing it because she knows damn well what she's doing or was doing is extortion. Was extortion. She probably is still doing extortion, right? Allegedly. All of this stuff. I'm just talking. I'm not, I'm just talking. We're talking this out because Lisa, you're a very confusing person. you know, and you always leave it to us to unfuck your fuckness, and that's not fair. I have a grievance about that. You know, you also said today earlier that you don't like chaos. Bullshit. Like I don't understand how somebody can lie about like absolutely everything. How can they then turn around and say that they don't like chaos? It's literally all that she creates around her. Are we right about that? I mean, right, Mary Jo, she's nothing but chaos. But today she's telling everybody, she really doesn't like that. And she's saying that, those people that she showed, they deserved it. And it's all to walk it back because, you know, she's in trouble. She's got it. Well, she keeps saying that, I hope that she's in trouble. This last stunt has been absolutely just gross. Unfuck your fuckness. I'm sorry, Paula Barclay. Sometimes my mouth has no bounds and I say things that are a tad bit inappropriate at times. It's always been a malady of mine. When I was younger, like a little one, I'm sure I embarrassed my parents a lot, a lot. Because I embarrassed my husband all the time. It's a knack. It's a talent. Okay, so now Thaddy, right? Now, I did anybody. Were you guys all? I'm not like blah blah blah. Were you guys all in Frauditor Reapers live last night? Oh my God, that was so funny. The two up there reading the comments and the make 'em mad, make her mad with all of the. I had so much fun, and that was such a fun live. It felt like we were all kind of just like releasing, and we finally got to say like everything that we wanted to. Lisa was in the chat, and it was just fun because you knew that she couldn't mute the chat. She couldn't shut it down. And today, and I had a feeling that she was going to do this because today she's acting like she has no idea what we were talking about, that she wasn't under there, under that name, saying, you know, what she said about the $230. So she was back on live today. Hang on, I'm going to take a drink. Hopefully you didn't hear that. I really hate mouse sounds. So she was back on live this morning, again looking for, a ride to the clinic. Hello, Lisa Boo. Oh my gosh, how do you keep doing this so close together? Lisa, just I think it was last Thursday, okay? You were online bragging, literally bragging because I did a show about it. You were online bragging that you had earned the right for take homes on Wednesday. Everybody remember that? And she even got so shitty about it. She said, I wouldn't know if the clinic was closed on Wednesday because I don't have to go, right? That's what she said. But now, again, this morning, she's back to needing a ride to a clinic, and everybody's a bunch of dickheads and a-holes and everything because she can't get to the clinic, but she doesn't have to go on Wednesdays, I thought, right? That's what she said. Yeah, she did say that. But this morning, none of that is true. Now, I was in Heidi Black's live this morning. Hey, Ghost. I was in Heidi Black Live this morning, and I had said that I felt that she was yelling to an empty house because I didn't hear anybody, and she's like, "Hey, Ma, guess you don't get to go see Dad again because they don't care." And I'm just like, I believe that she's yelling to an empty house because it sounds like, Thaddy is not doing well at all. Um, I don't know this personally. I don't know anybody in the family. I'm just saying what I heard. Okay. This is what I have heard. I have not seen any evidence to back this up. It's just what I've heard. But I have heard that he is not doing well, that, so I'm assuming, and I know what happens when you assume, and I have no problem being an ass. Okay. Just so everybody knows that. Hi, Lady Red, no problem being an asshole. Been one my whole life. Nice to know you. Okay, so I'm assuming that that they're there with Daddy. And Lisa got super upset when J Rock, we're gonna talk about that. Um, she got super upset when people said that Lisa wasn't allowed to go to the hospital. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to get caught up again because I said I literally walked in the door, went right to my phone, was like, "I'm coming, you guys," and I came on completely unprepared. But I do I can talk. So we're gonna talk this out. It's not gonna be very long live, um, but I wanted to get out some of these points. We wanted to remind Lisa that it's just okay. So the Wednesday thing. She's back to needing that. Now, she claimed, okay, she's saying it's not her. She's acting, willfully ignorant about it. I don't know. But she was in Frauditor Reaper's chat last night, allegedly. They believed it was her. And she said, I don't care if Frauditor gets money. I don't know why she cares why I get money. Well, because you're getting Frauditor doesn't get online and beg and lie and steal and scam people for drug money. That's not what she's doing. And your jealousy was showing again. She got so upset, wanted to know why Frauditor Reaper has all of her payment apps on her YouTube channel. Lisa, Frauditor Reaper makes content. She puts effort, a lot of effort, into editing her videos. She does do a lot of research, and she has missed the mark a few times, so have I, But Lisa, you're a lying, scamming, scheming slore. So it's really hard to sift through your many, many lies to find a truth. So, you know, we might bobble one up every now and then, but a fraud or a reaper is on the money like 9.99999% of the time. And you hate that, Lisa. You hate it. You hate it. But I love it for you. And I love it for Frauditor. I thought she had an amazing show. I loved the love. It was just really awesome. Our community is so fun. And but Lisa's claiming that wasn't her now in the chat. She has no idea about the $230 that she was bragging about. So I don't know how that turned out for her. I know as of her second or third live, it didn't seem like she was getting anything, but then she wasn't on live for most of the day, so I'm sure it worked. And why do people keep giving her money? I don't understand. I really don't get it. If you want to help somebody that bad, there are so many good things that you could be doing in your local community. There's nothing wrong with helping people online, but if you go outside of your own community and shit's fucked up there and you're online helping perfect strangers, I got to look at you a little side-eyed. Because don't you want your local community to be the best? I'm just saying, like, if you got money burning a hole in your pocket that bad that you have to give it to the likes of Lisa Richard, there's a few good charities and good causes that you have skipped along the way, sir or ma'am. And I beg you to do some research and find something like, worthwhile to put your money towards. I mean, it's your money. You can do whatever you want to. If you want to wipe your ass with it and throw it away, I don't care. But it's a little bit more than just like, I don't like Lisa. It's like she's been getting worse and worse. Her decline is crazy. And I know people have been saying it for years that your dollar could be her last dollar, but it's getting closer and closer to that point that your dollar could be her last dollar. I mean, it's not cool. So please, if you're one of those people and if she's scaring you, I don't know why you would be afraid of her. I do not know why. I'm not afraid of her. Lisa, you can come here any time you want. I just I just want to warn you that you might not be returning home the same way. That's all, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. You should probably make arrangements before you knock on my door. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Um, but I'm not afraid. And I don't think anybody else should be either. If you are somebody that's being, you know, extorted and blackmailed and all of this, like, seriously, block and ignore her. Nobody cares. She puts out the names. I covered up your names. I was more interested in the dates that she constantly was getting money and always telling us that she's not getting money, right? Lisa, every time you do this, you just expose more and more and more what a big fat liar you are. A big fat liar. So, Lisa Boo has been spending all of her time using her dad's illness, and it's an actual real illness this time, to just get more and more money for her rug habit. And I'm gonna tell you something, Lisa. I wrote it in it's in the description, and I also wrote it in the post to share the live today. Lisa, I detest you. I don't like you one bit. I don't, not even a little bit. But I beg you, if you are allowed to go to the hospital, to stop what you're doing. Stop begging for your own selfish habits and go make amends with that man. You have killed him off multiple times, and now he is exactly where your mouth and your mind, your thinking, everything that you have put out into the universe, you've put him exactly where he is. And people can say, oh, that's a little too far, you're stretching. And yeah, I didn't do it. I disagree. And Allegedly, I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I strongly would suggest that any nurse, doctor, or anybody around there does a toxicology screen on this man and make sure he's not being poisoned. I mean, the decline of his health was very quick after you know who moved into his house. I really hope that there's a toxicology report. Um, like I said, this is just my opinion. This is what I'm feeling, what I've seen. And for somebody to virtually kill somebody off again and again and again, they want that person dead. And Lisa, I don't know why, and that may hurt your feelings that I said that. And I don't care. I feel like if you constantly lie and say that someone's dead and they're not dead, you want him dead. Why? Why do you want him dead so bad, Lisa? Now that he's sitting there in a hospital bed and it's that to that point. I mean, is it everything you dreamed it would be, girl? You don't know though, because allegedly you're not allowed to go in the hospital. So while you're sitting there telling people how horrible it is that he's on a breathing machine, you've never really experienced seeing it, have you? That's why it's so easy for you to talk about these things because you're never there. You're not witnessing how traumatic that is. And I know traumatic is a buzzword and everybody's using it, but I cannot describe in any other way than to see a big man on a ventilator. Um, now, supposedly he was, I don't believe your story just because I've been through this. And the minute that my dad accepted like the morphine or accepted the painkillers to help him relax, because if you hear my voice shaking, I'm fine. It's just, this is a really charged memory. And for Lisa, again, to just talk about this like it's, you know, like it's just nothing, it's just part of her story. It tells me that she's not been there, she's not seen this, if it's actually happening. Because until they accept the drug, which she said already happened, once my dad accepted the drug, he didn't come back. But their body like fights it, right? So the air is like being pushed in their body and their whole body just comes up like an exorcism. It's like so every time that air pushes in, their chest heaves up. And you're watching them fight to breathe, but then still kind of fight the machine that's pushing the air in their lungs. It's very twisted. And so once they accept the drug, and yes, I'm being candid about this because Lisa won't be, and I believe you're lying, Lisa, because this is what happens. But once that drug is, that gets them to relax, well then they're not breathing correctly and they pass on. So I'm just telling you, Lisa, that if you can, I don't know, it's been rumored, it's been said that you're not allowed in the hospital. But if you are allowed in the hospital, you need to make amends because the decline since you've lost your son has been horrible. It's been so quick. I hate to see how much worse it's going to be if Thaddy does leave for good. After how many times you put him in the grave already, I feel like if you don't do the right thing in this situation, it's going to be a nail in your coffin. There, I said it. I'm so sorry, bitches against bullshit. I didn't mean to make you cry. Please forgive me. Um, yeah, so it's not a good topic, Lisa. And this is what I'm talking about with you're constantly using traumatic things and drama to dump on people, to manipulate them, to play on their heartstrings, to fuck around in their traumatic memories, you know? And it's not cool of you. It's not cool of you. And I just, I really detest you for doing all of it. I detest you for putting your family through it. I can't imagine coming home after a weary day of watching your dad or your husband fight to live, and you got to hear that crackhead up in this. I want money for an Uber. I want a hoagie. I want this. And can we talk about how she's supposedly looking for her dad's card? I mean, I wouldn't put it past her. I wonder, allegedly, just wondering if possibly the reason they can't find the card is because Lisa already has it. Just saying. I mean, she tried to tell us she wasn't a thief, and then we listened to a whole recording that Kim put out about, her being a thief. So I was just wondering if maybe she had the card, you know? Yeah, I agree. I don't care what she does. I don't, but I do care that she's tracking down when people get social security checks and badgering them for that money. She's tracking down when people get paid and badgering them for that money. She's keeping tracks of when people buy appliances and then badgering them for money because they need appliances. Lisa, I know you don't wash your clothes and shit, but normal people do wash their clothes and they need a washer and dryer when they break. Like, that's so weird that you would get jealous over a washer and dryer. You would, though, because I don't think you've ever really put in like a whole day's worth of cleaning in your life. Have you ever done laundry all day? I wonder. I think Lisa just like gets clothes and throws them away until that house or that apartment building fills up with her shit. And then she gets evicted and she moves out and mooches off and gets more clothes. I don't think they wash clothes. They just let them build up. Why didn't Lisa get a ride to the hospital yesterday when she accidentally? Well, Curtis, that's again, at first she said that her friend did take her to the hospital. And then she said that her friend didn't take her to the hospital. And then she said that her friend just happened to be off work and she got a new car and she wanted to ride her around. At 5 o'clock in the morning? Bitch. There is no way that I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to celebrate with anybody about a new car. She just, the truth isn't in her. Mask Guy Johnny says they will arrest her. If they go to the hospital, you mean? Oh, Lisa, please go. Say her socks stand in its own, but I mean, she does wear the Funk Dunks goes, but I mean, there's things that Lisa doesn't really ask for. I mean, she did ask for underwear the one time I think that she was going to rehab, but I haven't ever heard her ask for underwear again. I'm just saying. Socks can stand up by themselves, and I think her drawers are too, and that's just disgusting. That's just disgusting. Now my head is stuck on, oh God, this is terrible. So yeah, that's get up at 5. Right. Who's gonna do that? I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to be like, hey, look at my new car. Let's go, bestie. She's such a liar. And then, like, come on. Nobody is up all night like that except for you, because you're a crackhead. And your dealer told us that you were up smoking and walking around all day and night. He even said you were stinky. I wonder if that's, did he block you, Lisa? Did you lose that connect? Because Kim, he's here, didn't give you $5. That was so funny. That was so funny. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say today. I'm grossly unprepared for this live. And again, I apologize, but I wanted to follow through and go live anyway, just to see everybody and say hello and just talk about her for a little bit. Hey, Jeff, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Um, yeah, same old with Lisa, but it does appear that Thaddy is not doing well. And I just really hope that I don't know though. They say she can't go anyways, but I don't know. I just don't know. Lisa, if you can make a men's girl, do it. I don't like you at all. I don't like you at all, but I don't want, oh my God, I honestly don't want to see how much worse you're going to get if he doesn't come back. And you've done nothing to fix what you've done and said and behaved. And girl, make amends. Make amends because I have a feeling if you don't, like I said, it's a nail in your coffin. For real, for real. Sandra, thank you so much. Thank you. I honestly feel like I deserve absolutely none of that. Well, I never deserve it, but especially today, I came to you guys so ill prepared. But let me do this. Thank you so so much. Let me find it. Let me find it. Hang on. Oh, I'm just so ill prepared today. Here we go. Thank you.
Money, oh, honey, honey, thank you. What the fuck radio salutes you. And you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Somebody said, Lady Red, can you email me? Can you ask again because I didn't see who said it? I saw the question, but it was going fast and I couldn't see. I can't stand you either, Lisa. I agree with Apu. Is it Apu? Did I say that right? If I didn't, I apologize. She's gonna fuck around and find out this weekend. Ooh! Please tell me that's a promise and not a threat. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you so much.
Money, oh, honey, honey, thank you. What the fuck radio.
Yes, Mask. I can. Did you already email me? Because I don't know if I have your email. I can send you something on Twitter or not Twitter. See, my mind is just not with it. Okay, I can send you a message on TikTok and give you my. But yeah, I absolutely can email you. Oh look, I didn't check my email yesterday or today, so I wonder if she's banned. Well, her lives keep getting discontinued, so I'm not sure. Okay, Mask, I'll do that. I will do that. I will message you first on the TikTok and we'll do it that way. Again, thank you guys. I'm gonna cut it short because I was ill prepared and I'm not just gonna sit up here and babble like an idiot. I'm not gonna do a Lisa. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for putting up with my very short show. But again, I wanted to follow through and just come live and see your beautiful faces. Thank you all for being amazing. And I agree. We do need to hear from RJ. I think RJ, RJ, I would like to invite you to come up for an interview. So if anybody, I know RJ probably doesn't watch YouTube or anything about his sister, but if by chance, RJ, I would pay you to to come for an interview as long as you promise not to give Lisa any of it. Deal? Deal. All right, guys. I hope that you all have a great night. I'm going to let's see. I'm going to play some music on the way out. Love you much, guys. You have a good night.
Hold on to your heads as Lisa takes them for a spin, spin, spin. The games Lisa plays sends you in a dizzy haze. Emotional abuse, Lisa's latest ruse. Stomping around like fee foe, a cracky green giant with dust for a soul. Hold on tight, Lisa's spinning tonight. First rage, then fear, next tears, until you
so glad to join the show tonight. You bring the sparkle in my life. Sharing moments feels so right. Everything's copacetic and bright. Stay to the beat,